Yo, so I swear I feel like I used the mic for this.
Is the mic working right now?
The mic
I
works.
don't see it.
Oh, I didn't record it yet. I feel like I use this mic for but if I don't have the program on your thing, it's probably not gonna work.
Do you want me to live stream this?
Yeah, good. All right.
So you can see all of us in it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. It should be good. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you guys ready? I know what topics we're gonna throw in there. You ready?
I can't get everyone in it.
It's all right. Yo, what's up, everybody? We're just here. We're here for it's been a while, guys. Apologize. Happy Valentine's Day or whatever you call it. I'm sure if you guys probably saw our post on Y Day Instagram, and it's I know I need to be more consistent with it, but once we do, we will. I got Kiki on here. I got Alpha Monk. And yeah, we are here for this episode in season 4. We took a little break during the holidays, but we're here. And I do want to have a lot of, recap. I forgot what we talked about last episode. Just give people remembering what episode we talked about. But do you remember which one? What was it about? I forgot what we talked about. I forgot. Because I know it was something. It was deep. And people liked it. I just can't remember.
Was that you
it was all 4 of us.
Max.
It was Max. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Max.
Yeah, I was on the last one.
Max was there the last time. I can't remember which one it was about. Terrible. Apologize, guys. If you guys want to, you can listen to it on on all the apps and everything like that. But it was I usually recap after, and I was just like, man, what was that about? Because it's been such a long time. It's. I'm almost like people hit me up like, hey man, like when you guys start doing the podcast again, and we have a lot to talk about, and yeah, it's a lot of stuff I have built up. I'm sure you guys all have a lot to go off of too, but the topic today is going to be like motives, intentions. I'm not sure if I did talk about this in the last episode or any of the episodes for that matter, but it's kind of fine-tuning the intention of, yes, dating with intentions are key, but is it the right intention or the wrong intentions? I think that we typically get that on our mind. We're in our mind and in our zone thinking that, well, my intention is to do what with this person, especially the fuck boys. Their intention is to do this. People who want to be in a relationship, this person's intention is this. And it's, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about it, how you feel about it, but I'm not sure how you guys go about it in your dating lives, but the motive that I've seen nowadays, and dating's just changed so much. It's cold out there, man. It is brutal. If you're a single and you're like in your over 30s, it is brutal. I think, and everyone's intention's so different, and their motives of what they want. And it's just, it got to the point where like it's not okay to be friends with someone anymore. It's not. Is that okay? It's just like, oh, well, it's either black or white.
Still be friends.
I mean,
you can still be friends, but you should only stay friends. It shouldn't go past that if that's your intention.
Yeah, I mean, if that wasn't the first person's intention, if their intention was to date them and they said, yay, I don't. It just changes every dynamic because I think we're a little old school. We believe in like the monogamy, this is what it is, you know what I mean? But now it's like so many options out there, man. When I went out last night to the club, it was just like, oh fuck. I was like, I had that kind of talk with someone there, and I'm looking at him like, man, I can see why this generation is all crazy with the dating now. I just see like some people are just giving up, man. And it's sad that people are giving up on it. That's why I created this podcast. It's just, man, you just have to go with whatever time it is. You can't try to change it. And I think our motive is to have that a tangible like spouse, partner. It's just so hard to get that. I'm not sure if I'm wrong, but it's like that. I mean, I don't know if, I've seen it on the other side of the spectrum, but
Well, it seems like there's more single people than ever.
yeah.
At least in the Bay Area.
Oh, Bay Area is
Bay Area,
man.
sure.
And it's so unfortunate that everyone's going to that. You know?
It's different in LA though. Like there are more relationship people are hooking up more in
Yeah.
LA. Women are more aggressive in LA too.
Yeah.
I don't know why though.
You know, someone was just telling me that in LA, it's so hook it up. That's it. Like it's just like straight up. I could be wrong, but it's just like
Well, you know,
like relationship is like not even in an ideal factor sometimes. And I feel like everyone it's one of the biggest cities, right? LA. It's so many people there, but it's just man, that's what I heard. It's like and like the club scene's kind of changed up now. Like just going out has changed up so much. You know, and it's like, I was just talking to someone about it. I think I was talking to Red Pill about it. And I guess he knew someone down in LA and he was like, yeah, man, like this is what I hear that's down there. I'm like, man, that's crazy.
but you know, like I remember in women's studies when I was in psychology school, women can adapt.
Yeah.
They're easily adaptable than the men are. And so you think about the dating lifestyles nowadays, you know, women have to kind of adapt if they want to find the right guy. So they can't be one way or, you know, old school, and then all these men are starting to change and be fuck boys and just want to date.
Yeah.
You know, they have to kind of like integrate into that, and they still have to be safe, you know, watch themselves, which they're doing.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it is. But I think if a woman will continue doing that, but once she finds the right one, we were just talking about that. And then once she finds the right one, then she'll, you know, push the other ones aside and she'll just stick with that dude. You know, so I don't think that they're, I guess you call them fuck girls. I don't know if that's like a culture now or not. I haven't really seen that.
Yeah.
Because it's more dangerous for women to sleep around than it is men because one, they can get pregnant.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Sure.
so that's like
It's a
always
dangerous game.
a huge factor. So
Yeah.
I don't think they'll ever be like fuck boys when it comes to that. I don't think they'll ever do that. I could be wrong. There's some girls out there that could be like that, but I don't ever see that as happening in a whole anyway. A little bit more respectful with their bodies than men are.
Yeah.
Or it may seem that way.
It might
They
seem
seem that
that's
way.
true.
That about
That's
them,
true.
it may
Yeah.
not be
That's
true.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
Oh.
always the rules.
Yeah, I agree.
Exceptions to the rules are.
There are exceptions, and I think it should be talked about for sure. And I think for both, because yeah, you're right. Women are more in tune with their bodies and things like that. I was just talking to. It was weird because I follow a few people, and I heard some things that people say. I wonder their posts are pretty interesting. Like one girl straight up said, like, remember I was telling you about the girl that was like, yeah, if you got weak sperm, like get out of here, like, right?
How should I got weak sperm?
Yeah, how
Right? It's like, yeah, I need some strong male sperm. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but I mean, like, it was kind of like her intention is like, this is what I want as a spouse. Like, if you ain't got X amount of money, like, don't fuck with me. Like, all right. It's like if you're not successful, you ain't got shit going. Like, how else am I gonna like attach to that? How else am I gonna do this? And I was like, damn. Right. So it's just.
But see, so is she cool with the person reversing that? So if she says he has to have X amount of money, so is it okay if he says she has to have X amount of weight, you know, or X amount of ass or titties or something like that? You know, you got it.
But you know, an ideal that I've heard most women go, well, you have me, you have pussy, whatever case you can, whatever case you be, you're supposed to go for that regardless. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's everywhere, though.
Right? Even when I go out to the bar, it's like literally a girl came up to me and said, like, so you're gonna buy us a drink? I was like, huh?
okay.
I'm like, I can zoom in on my phone. Like on this thing, I'm like, what the hell? I was like, why should I do such things? Well, we're talking to you. That's
Wow.
right.
That's
That's
because of talking to him.
where I was like, you got it all created out in your head. Now
Conversation.
you know, like, oh, here, yeah, you're right. Here, let me go buy you a drink. You know,
Yeah. And you have two
but it's
waters,
just like,
I hope you didn't buy them a drink.
fuck no.
Give him water.
Right there, I was like, yeah, you
Two
better
glasses of
bounce.
water, please.
Better bounce up out of here. No, it was just. I mean, like I said, it's so weird because like some people assume that intention is like, oh yeah, he's gonna like me regardless.
Yeah,
And
they
like
expect that.
they expect that out of it, and it's just like,
Well, yeah, we were talking about that. Like that girl kept giving me the look, and I never
Yeah.
talked to her.
Yeah.
So she gave me a really disappointed look,
I'm like, what do you want me
and
to
we
do?
were like, well, she's probably saying like either he's gay or he has a girlfriend.
Yeah.
He's not interested. It's
Yeah.
always like, oh, it's something about him because I'm fine. He's,
I got
so it's
everything
like,
that he
it's just
needs.
Like, no,
I'm
that's
like-
not always the case. You know, you can be beautiful. It just doesn't flow that way. You know.
It does.
So in that situation, were you expecting her to come up to you?
No, it's
Or
just
you
at the
weren't
time I
interested?
just wasn't into dating. I wasn't ready yet mentally. You know, I was just trying to go through some of my own stuff. So I was like, you know, I'm not gonna introduce myself, talk to somebody, and they be like, hold on for a while until I get through my shit, and then I'll come back. So I just, and a lot of my male friends was like, well, why don't you just, talk to her, get her number, and, get the conversation rolling, and then when you get out of that, I don't want to do that. I don't want to leave anybody.
Again.
Yeah.
Well, that's the funny thing is that now I'm ready and I haven't seen her since.
Yeah, see?
So it's like, damn, But I didn't want to lead her on. That's like one of the worst things is leading a girl on.
I mean, anyone can lead on it.
Yeah,
in general.
I mean,
it can go either way.
It's wrong. To me, it's wrong to lead somebody on because they get their emotions and they get their hopes up and everything, and they start daydreaming about who you are, what type of person, relationship they'll have, and then it just doesn't happen. So
some dudes do that too. I think it's bad on both ends
guys
because some girls be thinking that I never did like you like that. Like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, and like I said, it goes back to that intention. If someone's intention is to date someone, it's just like,
well, intentions are important.
Right?
Period. Life,
but
relationships, whatever.
But and that motivated, like we can go back to Valentine's Day, right? I literally see this all day at work. You know what I mean? Like there's people who buy these chocolates. And I think this year is kind of different because it was on Friday. But from what I saw, it was just like, all right, here you go. Show that I care. Like I gotta do it. And people are posting all over social media.
Yeah, all over Instagram.
All over Instagram. And it's like, man, dude.
Holiday for a reason.
It's like, man, this is like, I thought we got rid of Christmas, man. This is like, it's not ending, Like, don't get me started on spring, summer, first days of summer, all that stuff. And man, it's just, I mean, it's got to a point where like, it's like that, So, and it's so much social media involved. We can get into that, a whole other topic, but it's the intent, what I mean? It's important. I don't know, man. In your guys' experience, has that happened to you? Like, have you guys had like a cross between an intention and the person's intention not being aligned with what you want in the situation? Like, say if you want to have a friend and that person didn't want to, or vice versa. I'm not sure if you guys had any.
Yeah, I've had that a lot of times.
Did you?
But on my end, I was always very honest and upfront about it.
Yeah.
I told him, I only see us being friends,
Yeah.
and only that.
Yeah.
And I stayed with that,
Yeah.
I didn't like hook up with them or anything or lead them on in any way.
Yeah.
So I think if you state your intention in the very beginning, you should only stick with that intention.
Yeah.
And,
there's some people who try to think it's gonna be any different and change it.
Now I've had several friends with benefits. A few of them worked, and a few of them ended, not too good. And the ones that ended not too good was kind of that thing they wanted more, and I told them I didn't want a relationship, so we compromised. And every time I always tell them, like, if you compromise, we got all these set of rules. Like they'll agree to them, but just emotions enter.
It does, especially when
once it does,
Yeah.
I try to end it,
Yeah.
and it, I come out the bad guy. You don't have that agreement.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things.
I had it all wrong in my case. What I've seen, I used to be like, oh yeah, benefits. I don't think it works. Like, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I don't really think it really works.
I have to say it works.
It works. It works for how long?
It works. It doesn't work fully
because
at one point you're gonna have to make a decision, either get together or break it apart and go your separate ways. But as far as when you're in it, it's worked for me.
Yeah.
And I've had 3 that worked out just great.
Yeah.
We ended it. We're still friends to this day. We talk to each other, and then we hang out sometimes here and there. So it just depends on the person, and it depends on the community. Yeah. Now the thing is, it's a lot of work because you have continuous communication.
Yeah.
Because every time you do something, guys are different. They can shut their emotions off for that, and it's hard for women to do that. Now there are women who can do that, but in my case, they just couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So every time something would happen, or we have a great time, I'd have to reintroduce that contract again just to keep them in the right place. But
it's just
a lot of work.
Continuing to do that, it's kind of like, all right, you have to continue to do that. That's the thing.
You do.
Like,
that's the only way it'll work.
You have to get them out of their emotion of thinking that that's what it is.
Well, the hard thing, I remember just talking to one before we ended it, and it was like, well, the thing about friends with benefits is she's getting almost everything out of a relationship, even really good parts, because you're more friends.
Yeah.
So she's having more fun. Sex is good.
Yeah.
There's no like consequences really.
Yeah.
There's no fighting because you're friends. So she's getting all these great things except for the compassion and love.
Yeah.
And so it starts to mess with the mind and the heart. They can't really align.
No.
So things start to fuck
Yeah.
up,
It
And they
does.
want that. They start craving it more and more, and that causes the issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
And playing with someone's emotions and feelings is a tough one because every person's different.
True.
And your intention, and it could be a situation where you're like, all right, you can't be lukewarm about it either. And that's the scary part about it. You can't go, oh, maybe we should do something. You know what I mean? You can't think that at all. Like you literally can't. And then they do all these like things for you. You're just like, she just brought me something for my birthday. You know what I mean? Like, then you're like,
That is the
right?
hard part.
Right? This is like,
It's
oh
like
shit.
that.
She
Women are
goes,
very giving, so
it's like,
gifts will just
right?
keep flowing
This
in.
is like now you're just like you're the douchebag, and then it goes bad. Sometimes it can go really south, man. And then they go like, after all that shit I fucking bought you, like I want to eat that shit back. And then it gets bad to the point where like, fuck, I didn't know. Like I accepted it because it was what
It was
we
a gift.
right. It was a gift, and it's just like it's happened like that. It gets to the point where like they're just pissed
That's
now.
when you reintroduce that contract.
right? And you're like, hey, listen,
Section 4A.
check this out. Just don't mess with any lawyers, like, because they'll get you on your shit, man. And you're like, well, remember, I'm gonna need that back.
I know, but on your end, you could always say no.
Right.
You could say like, no, don't get me this.
I mean-
because we're not together.
Try it.
Yeah,
They're just like,
okay.
no, it's just a gift because I care about
Yeah,
you.
right. You don't understand. Like,
And
us
they'll say all
guys,
that stuff like,
that
it's
feels good for us sometimes. Just being like, damn, shit, she really put
no
the stops.
obligation. You don't have to give me anything. I
Yeah.
swear. Just
Yeah,
do
right.
things.
It's like, but
I'm
you don't know her intention, because then now you start thinking like, is she trying to like butter me up or something?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, she is.
like what is she doing, right? And it's like, what you doing? Like,
Mhm.
I'm not buying you shit. It's just like, so, and then it stops, and they're like, I need you to appreciate the things I do for you. I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah,
like,
appreciation.
wait a minute, like, I'm like, I thought the sex was what the exchange was, So, but it was no. You gotta show that you give a shit back and reciprocate that
And you
back.
can do that
And-
during. It's just you gotta as being a man, you just gotta know where to stop because if you go too far, you say something just a little too deep.
Yeah, you said,
She'll
yeah.
take that and she'll start going through the whole
Yeah.
So,
thing.
I really enjoy hanging out today. Dude, and it's just like
What does that mean?
fucking, it's
You
a
never said that
whole
before. It's
shit
like, shit.
before, like, you know what I mean?
What if they wish you good morning, like every morning?
Yeah, that's
I've
another
had
one,
those.
bro.
What is
That's
that?
cool. I
Yeah.
just say, morning.
And then,
I don't-
right? I don't. It's
You-
hard
you
to
can
respond
still
back.
respond,
It's
But like
so
you
none
just
of
hard.
gotta
my
be some,
guy
like-
friends do that.
It's
Like
so
Dante
hard.
doesn't wish me good morning.
No,
or
I
whatever.
don't.
Yeah, if he does,
Oh
it'd be
no,
weird. It'd
the
be like,
initiative. I don't take the initiative. No, she has to do that first.
But like,
She has.
But that's
to
the
do it,
problem.
Then I'll reply.
and you have to kind of
Yeah,
remind her,
he
hey,
takes the initiative.
just so you know, don't be sending me good morning texts because I know what's gonna happen after this. You have to continuously remind it because you're just like, fuck, he's giving
You do,
me,
yeah, you do.
he's giving me what I need. That's what I like. But like, I'm starting to catch feels, and it's just crazy. You gotta take. I think how it works. I think if the only way it can work, friends and benefits, if you take like a long break, like let's say if the person gets into another relationship with someone else, find
I've
someone,
done that
and they
too.
come back. Like I feel like, but if you do that for like 5 years, friends and benefits,
Okay,
there's
that's a
no
little too
fucking
long.
way.
That's
Like
too long.
Yeah.
that can. It's never. It's not. What I mean how it doesn't work. It's not permanent. I mean, it's always going to be a temporary thing because you unless you do it that way, and then she goes, okay, or you guys both go separate ways, and you guys come back together, separate ways, come back together. That's literally the only way that can really.
I find
Right.
one of the toughest things. So, a lot of females that I know, it's hard for females to be friends. There's a lot of pettiness and cattiness going on all the time.
Yeah.
So when they're friends with guys, it's none of that.
Yeah.
So it's just straightforward.
Yeah.
Let's have fun. And they
Yeah.
start to see that it's a little bit more fun.
Mhm.
I have female friends. They say every time they hang out with their girlfriends, all they're talking about is
Yeah.
depressing things or their boyfriend
Yeah.
or what happened to
Yeah.
them or shit like that.
Yeah.
It's never just
That's
like
true. It's a lot of gossip.
blank fun. Yeah, it's just never just blank fun. Let's
Yeah.
just go have fucking fun.
Yeah. Like,
Don't worry about
it. Like.
So they're not used to that. And they get that more and more. They're like, holy shit, this is fucking great.
Right.
So then they just want more. And then they get a little too intense. They try to talk to you every day, text you every day.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, calm down. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to talk to each other every day. They
No.
take that the wrong way. So it's just like, shit. So you constantly have to be honest, really honest, basically from the get-go all the way through. You just gotta be really honest. They have to see that as your behavior. Because if you let up anytime, then they'll sneak right in there
No.
and it's just turmoil from there. It's just, you don't want to hurt them because they're your friend.
Yeah.
Too,
Yeah. Another one I want to talk about is, do you guys think like friends will influence that? Because they'll be like, hey, you've been hanging out with like so and so, and does that also be a factor? That can also be a factor because your friends will see that you guys are. They know you guys are friends with benefits, but like you guys hang out a lot. You guys talk a lot. Like, well, he said this to you the other day. I remember, and like, right, and you're just like, well,
I mean, for people who don't know,
right?
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of see it, like, oh, he looked at you kind of weird when you were in the club talking to another guy, like, you know what I mean, shit like that, and you're just like, well, is that your dude you hook up with? Like, yeah, but he was looking at you, and it's like that also could be a factor because you can't anticipate that
it all
shit.
depends
either.
on how jealous
Yeah.
type you are.
And then like you just be like, oh man, shit, and then you look and you're just like, should I care? And so like some guys like we're very like we look like whatever, like we kind of shrug it off, but then some guys look and you'll see like their friends with benefit like talking to another guy, they're just like, all right, like so that energy also could be a factor. Their friends can see that. Because one little slip up, that could be a slip up too. You just not even, it won't even be a verbal thing. It can be just.
Could that be like a male like ownership, like control type of thing?
It could be.
Because this is the
It could
female that you're hooking up
And
with.
they-
She's like mine.
And they size up a guy like that guy go hit it,
Yeah.
right? Like I could, right? This guy go hit it like I could, right? Just,
That depends on how jealous
right.
you get, how possessive you
Yeah.
are. I'm not very jealous or possessive.
Yeah.
So when it comes to friends and benefits, if she's
Yeah.
starting to go her own way or start
Yeah.
dating, then it's time to end it.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we're still friends. Like we're friends first, and benefits are just a plus
Yeah.
package. So
Yeah.
if that ends, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I'll
We're
just
okay with
start
it.
dating or find whatever. But
Right. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say because I don't know, man, because I've seen it happen too much, and I see it always ends up in the wrong for me, and I'm just like, no, I'm an asshole here, shit, like,
it all depends on how it
Right.
ends.
and it's like you can keep reminding all you want, but it's just like it's like not forcing a dog to drink a bowl of water, like it's just gonna happen. But I don't know. That's just tensions are always different from someone else. Even if you say something, it's what you act on. Like you say one thing and then you can act at something differently, and that's happened. I mean, that could be a slip up too because you might do something as an action, like gonna buy you stuff for birthday or a good morning text, you know what I mean, and then that could be a whole other situation. Or they'll ask you like, oh, more about you, like,
Yeah.
right? It's like,
Yeah.
someone asked me about
Why
my.
would you do
I'm
that?
just here. I'm just here for this, right? But it's just like I don't know, man. If you're good at it, it's just like it's all hectic.
Did you ever have a friends with benefits? Have you had one before?
I've had them before.
Okay.
Just with some people that I've met on Tinder, but it never really lasted that long.
Well, who
Maybe
broke
like
first? Was it you or
It was kind of it was always mutual.
mutual?
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes it was me.
That's not a bad thing. It's
Yeah.
just you're more in tune with your emotions and stuff.
It's tough.
Men are just logical.
Yeah,
Our emotions come later in. So it's like some. That's true. There
Some
are some
dudes are a little sensitive now these days. 2020.
Man, yeah, it's more and more.
It's getting worse now. I have to kind of step on eggshells just to talk to both now. Gingers, I'm like, fuck.
Gingers.
I saw Ginger. Saw Ginger yesterday. Leave me alone. Never on the subject of that, At Valentine's Day, man, I've noticed now, man. Like I could be wrong. Women are a lot more aggressive now. I could be wrong, but like I see it
certain
now.
ways, yeah.
Yeah, man. It's especially
men,
during this
in certain
weekend.
ways,
This weekend, man, it was.
But right now it's springtime.
Yeah,
so
they're just like-
I just heard a girl the other day when she said it was what do you call it? What do you call it when animals start getting
mating
supplies
season.
for
hibernation.
Hibernation.
Yeah, she said that's what girls are doing now. They're looking for their man for the winter. So they do that through spring and summer.
That's
So they
funny.
find them in spring, hang
okay.
out with them in the summer, have fun, so they
Right.
can figure out that's the guy, and then lock them in for the winter all through the year. So that's probably why they're getting more and more aggressive. Like, shit,
Yeah, they're
I'm
just
seeing
like,
us about
man.
sunny outside,
Yo,
dressed
it's
cute,
like,
so I need to find me a good dude.
Yeah.
So.
yeah, it's
But good
crazy.
men are hard to find, so
Yeah, that's
They
true.
are.
they
Yeah.
have to be aggressive now.
Yeah.
'Cause, only guys who are approaching women now are fuckboys. That's the only ones who are approaching them now.
Yeah. But they're also approaching fuckboys too. I mean,
Well, yeah, because they don't.
They learn that too early on. Like, oh shit.
Well, not to clown women, but they don't really know the difference yet.
Yeah. They're like, oh,
You know, the fuckboys come off as
he seems
good
nice.
guy. Yeah, he's intuitive.
He's
He's
nice.
into you. He's listening, kind of. And it's like shit. I never heard that before. And once he gets it, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck. And it's like shit. How
Game.
can I find that again without the fuck part?
Yeah.
You know, so
It's hard, man. I mean,
it is hard.
Boys.
They are out.
They are secretive.
They are.
I don't know, man. I can't actually say I am, but I don't know.
You are what you're fucking.
I don't know, man. I don't
Were
think
you?
so. I don't
Maybe you were.
I don't think so, man. I see people worse.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, you're a dick. But it's like I don't judge them. Hey, do what you gotta do, man. Just fuck up.
I
Like,
believe too much in karma.
I you know, yeah, it's so crazy because I it's hard for me to have sympathy for certain. Like I have some homegirls that are like they deal with fuckboys and they ask me questions or I guess they think I'm a fuckboy or something. I don't know. But they ask me, I'm like, listen, I can be honest with you, but you ain't gonna listen. But like, and I always ask that question: what's your motive? What's your intention? What you want to do with this? Like, she's like, well, I was hoping, and she's lukewarm about it. Like, if you lukewarm about it, it's gonna go bad. Like, regardless, like it's already bad shit already. If you don't even know what you think this person is or where you put them in, then like that's it, man. That's already your mess up already. And she's like, well, you know, he said this to me, and I'm like, yeah, okay. He gave me a good morning text. Okay,
That
like,
cracks me up,
right.
Kyle. So
It's that damn good
so
morning
much
text,
people out
man.
there.
It's to show that women care. Women only care about if you show that you give a shit.
Yeah,
You know, I guess
yeah.
I'm not fearful
I'm learning
of those
that now.
things 'cause
I'm learning
just-
that now.
I'm like straightforward,
So,
honest.
Yeah.
Even if I threw a good morning text at her and then she comes back a week later like, dude, that good morning text to me, I thought that meant something. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry, that's just a good morning.
Yeah, you
text.
can't do that,
Well,
man.
if it was consistently every day,
Yeah,
I
you
think
just
that means
can't.
something.
Okay,
But if it
yeah,
was just
okay,
like
I
once,
get
and
that.
I'm
You
like, oh,
can't do that, bro.
you
Like,
know,
yeah,
but
you can't play with that,
Yeah.
man. Because
But again, I'm not the one to initiate texting. Even with my
yeah,
friends with benefits, I'm not the one to initiate.
yeah, man.
You know, that's-
You look like the enemy, the bad guy already, man. Just doing that. You can't mess with a girl's head like that, man. Like I said, you just gotta. I learning this now. You really gotta show that you give a shit. It don't even matter.
Oh, you can show you give a shit without, crossing the line, just, thinking that you're trying to get with it.
But how? Like, what would you do? How would you be able to?
Communication. You just gotta like it.
Examples. Give like a rough example. People who do have that challenge.
So
listeners.
all right, let's say, okay, so to show appreciation and that you're grateful to being a friend, you can tell them face to face that, I'm really grateful you being my friend. You stuck through me, man. It's cool. I know we have benefits on the side, but that's not as important as our friendship.
Yeah.
You're a cool person. Everything you've done so much for me, I try to do the same for you.
Yeah.
We got that down. We're cool.
Yeah.
You just let them know that we're cool, man. Everything is good. Whatever. And then if you start to feel like you're dating, you gotta let just like a job, basically. You're gonna quit this job to get a new job. You want to give the old job some time.
Two weeks notice.
Yeah, so give them some notice. Not be 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta let them know, like, I'm starting to feel like I want to date. And I just just putting it out there. Doesn't mean anything. And at the beginning too, you gotta let them know why you don't want to date them.
Yeah.
And do not let them think or feel that they're not good enough.
Yeah.
Because that's not the case. With all my friends with benefits, it's never the case.
Do you think sometimes have you been caught yourself in the middle, like when you think a girl's gonna manipulate or change that outcome?
They try all the time.
Yeah.
They try all the
Okay.
time. But that's why
But is it possible though
To manipulate them?
to like change your mind?
No, because see, this is what I tell them at the beginning. Once I set up the friends with benefits, I set it up that way.
Yeah.
So it's like in my mind and heart, it's set up that way.
Yeah.
So I always put that in a structure. So it's like this girl is just a friend,
Yeah.
and sometimes we'll have sex.
And
that's
I mean, it could be on the side of it too, because if you look at it like this, if a girl says she has a boyfriend, most guys aren't gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
Right? They're gonna be like, well, fuck, it doesn't mean anything to me, right? So do it. Like I can't talk to you, and maybe it could be the same for women. Like, well, he probably really doesn't know. Like, I think he just doesn't know how good I am for him. So right, and so it's not. It could be a stubbornness. You could say that.
ego thing.
It could be ego thing. It could be like, yo, I'm like this. I'm worth this. You just don't know it yet. Whatever you're doing, it's like you don't know it yet. right?
Right there would turn me off.
Right, but like it's in their mind, right? It's in their mind because because us dudes were like, man, fuck the other dude, man. Ain't no, he ain't shit, right? And you know what I mean? So it's also a thing with pride too. I think that can get away with that because you know what I mean? Because you could tell them all you want. You could keep reminding your girl can keep reminding you like, yeah, I got a dude. Like, okay, you ain't here, right?
Want to go?
Oh no, man. Yeah, thank you. My first thing, man.
No.
Is that a song, man?
No, just get dry.
Yeah, he's saying he said that.
Uh,
But yeah, I mean, you know, if you can say one thing, like I said, man, it just goes out in the air, one at the other, and it's happened so many times. Even if you had that conversation there, they're like, "No, I do this for him. Like, this is it, right?" So, and the dudes be like, "Yo, like, fuck no," and you know, and that can also like that. Pride is the most biggest thing for people. That can push anything out. It can push even like almost God out, man. Like pride is like ego is the big factor, I think. And their attention is like, no, it doesn't matter. Right? I know you don't know. You just don't know yet. Right. So
through my experience, you can see that through the time. You'll see her try and litigate the situation or change it.
Yeah.
And she won't be able to help it. So then each time you just gotta keep reassuring her and bringing up the oral contract each time.
Yeah.
That's the only way to work. That's a lot of work, but
it is a lot of work.
it all depends on how
Especially
much you want
if
it.
they're more stubborn too, or more, you know, have a lot more ego. Because you know, oh man, women out here, y'all women, y'all got a lot of ego, man. I didn't realize it, man.
Well, I've always believed women had more ego than men do.
You know, and I thought like, okay, I'm gonna be shallow right here. I'm gonna say, I don't care. I feel like we go off a rating system, right? 1s and 10s, 1 through 10s. Like we got 5, 6, 7s, right? We
Women do that too.
right? Yeah, I think it's like a thing. And I feel like the 5s and under got way more ego, way more shit. Cause like I kid you not, they will be like, oh yeah, you know I'm good. I'm like, well, I don't know. But in their mind, they just so I don't know when this happened. When women got to that part where they're like 10s in their mind, I don't know. But like I feel like, man, what are you offering for me? Like, like my boy's like, man, what's up with these like these under like 5s, like just going in there, just not giving a shit. Like I can be shallow, but like I've noticed that now, like it's like, yeah, this is what proud to be who I am. Like it's, you know what I mean.
Maybe they just don't give a shit.
Maybe, but like it's usually those girls are just like, well, I got personality. Like you know what I mean, like I got them. You know what I mean. I know that. Like I may not have the looks, but like I can at least win someone over for personality. But they think they can win over looks, personality, everything. I'm like, listen, dude, your homegirl is like way hotter than you. Like you're not offering much, but like I've seen it happen. I'm like, damn, like you got like a 10 mindset. Like damn, when did that happen?
I mean, the ones
Right?
with 10's got like a 5 mindset. I mean, the prettier they are, the more insecure.
More
they
insecure,
are.
yeah, man.
Just because everybody's watching, everybody's on, you know. So
Yeah, I mean that could be states too, man. But I've noticed it now, man. It's getting crazy out there, man. I'm like, damn. I was like, say, when you gonna put your number on my phone? I'm like, huh? Like the girl who,
Can I get a new phone?
like the girl literally that one I was saying like wanted to buy her a drink. I was like, oh, I didn't know that that's just like that.
Was she cute or pretty?
No, man, she wasn't, man. That's
Give a nice body.
no.
She had nothing.
I was just, huh? Like, you know, like, what do you think? I'm just gonna just crumble at that? Like, all right, like if she was a 10, I'd probably be like,
Well, you think about it.
you
like,
make a valid statement. All right, like you know, it's like
there's a lot of
I'm
dirty
upset.
dudes out there,
Yeah.
right? Who just fuck anything.
Yeah,
You know, and
And
those
he was
dudes are the ones who give it the below average.
Yeah.
The ego.
and that's probably what it started with. Like, oh, if I can get it with these dudes, like he's a 10 to me or 8 to 10. Like, he might not be an 8, he might be a 4. But like, so you might think that you're pulling a 10, right? But you're really not. Yes.
I think women should start buying guys drinks.
Oh shit, that'll never happen.
I mean, I think they should.
Yeah, I mean,
If you
you were the
if you
spokesman
find
for all
someone
women.
attractive, at a bar or something, like,
Yeah.
hey, I think you're cute, let me buy you a drink.
yes, man. Y'all women like to test
I
stuff.
know, yeah.
Women like to test dudes sometimes because then they're just like, well, I'm gonna see if he's able to do it. Like, oh, Like, huh?
I mean, like, unless you're a broke bitch.
Yeah.
But if you got money, like, buy her a drink.
Some of it, and it's the fucked up part about it. Like, I know girls like, man, you're a nurse. You're a doctor, man. Like, you got money. Like, but like, it's like, I know I got the money. I just want to see if you could do it. Like, like you're able to. I'm like, huh? Like, damn. I mean, I can get my own shit, but like, you want to get the expensive things and $90 meals out here, man. The $90 like dinners, man. Like,
it's weird because money is a general insecurity of people.
Yeah, it is, man. For me, I get sensitive as fuck about it.
But
Yeah.
every girlfriend that I've had never gave a shit about how much money I made.
Yeah.
They just never did.
Yeah.
And it's like, even still, it doesn't matter. It's just like, if I'm broke that day or, I'm not making enough money, just flash with me.
But they probably had I think a lot of them, I'm probably going to be wrong, a lot of them probably did a lot for dudes, and they just, like, got to the point where, like, well, I want to see if he's that kind of dude that's going to use me for my money. So I guess they had that defensive wall, too, man, because as they get older, they start learning, like, okay, like, who should I really, like, invest into, like, money-wise? Like, I want to see if he's able to hold his own. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need me. But it's like, then they also buy you drinks. Like, and they're, like, thinking, like, it's like nothing. It's just a drink. I'm like, yeah. How many drinks are we drinking on? We got, like, 10 shots. Like, But it's just, like, I tried to, like, show that character out. So I'll just go, like, all right.
I don't know. I feel like if I make more money than my partner, then I would feel bad if I made him pay for anything.
Yeah, true.
Because I understand his situation, but if I can afford myself and for him, then I would pay for him.
But how long would that be? How long would you do that for? Like, would it be?
How long would it last?
Yeah, how long would it last? And that's the problem. That's the issue that comes.
Always made the most money.
Yeah.
He never wanted to get any more money. Would you leave him for somebody who made more money, or would you stick with?
I don't know. I feel like there's other ways they can support you besides money. Like if he's emotionally supportive to me, which is the most important thing for myself, then I wouldn't really care too much about it.
Because there was a news show, and the two anchor ladies on there were talking about dating down, women who make more money. And it was a big controversy because the men anchors that were on there, they were like, that's funny because when men make the most money, we don't call it dating down. So why is it now dating down for women? It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's just women who care more about money than they actually do about their emotions and
insecurity.
But I don't think all women are like that. I think like how you said, most women, if you can give them the support, that emotional support, and they know that you're there for them, they don't give a fuck about how much money you make.
And then,
as long as you're not breaking them.
Yeah. I mean, because it's tough because, like I say, how long it goes for, and then plus, at the end of the day, they're just like, all right, like, are you gonna figure this out? Right? It's just like, okay.
As long as it doesn't feel like he's leeching off of you.
Exactly.
But
people get used to it. People get used to that happening. Like, oh, she got me. It's fine. It's whatever. And they get so used to it. And we're creatures of habit. And you get comfortable. And I see it happen where either or, male or female, they got used to the guy doing so much for them. They're used to it. It's just like that's, and they're okay with it. I'm like, you're okay with this doing this all the time? Like, all right. But it gets to the point where we all have limits.
That's why we have alimony.
Yeah, and then they get to the point where the dependency gets worse and worse. They're just so dependent and needy of that situation.
Which I think sucks for a man to do some shit.
Yeah, because they're just like, they feel like they're just there. Like they can't do anything outside. It comes down to parenting too. How your parents do so much for you. Used to it, you're just like, you slowly just keep dependent on.
I don't see how men can do that and not still feel masculine, not still feel like a man.
Well, we go back to how dudes are. Dudes aren't really.
Yeah, they don't care nowadays. They just don't give a shit. They'll find a girl got money.
It's toxic masculinity, so guys are scared to become masculine now. So you know what I mean? So it's true. I mean,
but in my everyday to day life, I've never heard any woman or anybody talk about toxic masculinity. It's more of a media type thing. It's a small percentage, Because if you talk to women on the street, you look at surveys, they want a masculine man because they're feminine.
Yeah.
They don't want another feminine dude. It's just not going to work out.
They want someone to try to understand them.
Yeah.
And, it's crazy, and it's just, I think a lot of that's happening with, people like sexual assaults, things that are happening in that sense. I think they see that as toxic masculinity, or that's what it is. And any guy who's like that is going to do that at some point. He's gonna do it at some point. He looks like he's gonna do this, sexually assault or hit her or physically, he abuse her, and that's. Those are just assholes.
Yeah.
like those are assholes. Like I don't think it's masculinity. I think it's just a fucking dick. To be honest, that's just true. It's a psychopath.
I have learned that women are more attracted to potential than they are when somebody just doesn't have shit going on. Like if you got work at McDonald's, let's use that as an example, and you start dating a girl and she's like making 6 figures.
Yeah.
As long as she knows that you're working towards something, like you actually have a dream and a potential, you're working towards that. Yeah, vision. She will cover your ass for that.
Yeah.
Because she'll see that and she'll love you for that.
Business,
She won't care.
Yeah.
So I've heard so many stories of that. What was your the lady worked for her boss? She helped out her husband, and now he's doing his damn thing. He has potential.
It's rare. It's rare.
It is rare, but he has potential.
But it's it's possible. That's dope. Like fuck, where are they? Shit.
They're out there.
In the Bay, shit, man. It is a test of who you are. I constantly get tested, man.
But we're not there yet to where women are comfortable enough to cross the room and talk to us.
Like, dude, it's just man. I all the time.
But you get approached all the time?
No, I do get approached in a way where I'm just like, all right, cool. This is how I am.
Well, those girls that asked you to buy them a drink, they approached you, right?
They did. They did. They definitely did. And most of the time, I like a situation where it can be both sided.
See, I don't ever get approached. I just get looks. And then I'm oblivious to some of that shit sometimes, so I just walk past it. And I'll ask the female person, like, yeah, she was, she wanted to talk to her. I was like, no, I'm supposed to know that. I can't read minds, and I don't know what the eyes
read the signs?
Well, yeah, they'll look and they'll smile, they'll look at it again. And, I start reading it. Yeah, I start reading it. It's too late. And it's like, oh, shit, okay. She's gone. It's like, all right.
That shows, like, all right, he's showing initiative. He's that's a test right there.
Yeah, it is.
You're constantly on the spotlight, man. It's like he's going to say something, or he's going to just sit there.
I'm more conservative when it comes to that. I have to be at least 70% sure.
I know, man. We know about that, how long you take to talk to a girl.
Man, too long.
I was like, man, I was just shocked. I'm looking at him.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just like, wait, huh? So you haven't talked to her yet? He's like, man, I'm just trying to figure out. I was like, bro, just go. Just ask her what time it is, bro. Something.
I don't like approaching women at the job. It's too awkward. You know what I'm saying? They might get busy. They might have coworkers around. They might have to go in the back. It just, I've tried it twice when I was younger, and the shit's horrible.
It is really awkward because I've been approached over.
But like, it goes
she can find you attractive, but not want to talk to you.
But so you got a small window to figure out girls like, okay, he's not interested in me. He's not throwing me anything. It's not. So even if you do 1 centimeter of like, ask her where the restroom is, like, hey, where's the restroom at? Like, and she's like, oh. It's so obvious that it's right. You make that contact. You're like, yeah, okay, and then you just continue on. You wave at her, say, hey, thanks for the bathroom. Like, that's it. Like literally, like just give them anything. Yeah. Just give them anything because like if you don't, they're gonna think, oh, is he interested in me? I guess not, right? and then her friends like that guy down there. I don't know, man. Like he didn't say nothing to me. I don't get it, right?
Probably the asshole.
It's like toxic.
Asshole. He's toxic. All the signs.
He's probably like all the other men.
Should have known.
Right. That's like. Right, because you got that small window, bro. You got that small window because eventually they're gonna lose interest. You do, man. I don't know why. You have like literally a couple of weeks of it, and they see you almost every day. You're like, all right, all right, yeah, okay. He's not interested. It's whatever.
I tell you, the last time she saw him, she gave me that look like, really? I was talking on the phone, and I was like.
Right,
something right there.
Something you can throw the most whack game. You don't need to be smooth. You can just ask the restroom because she already can know that already. She already in her mind like you could just ask someone else. I guess it's the best you can do, right? At this time, and just build up, bro. I awkwardly say hi to girls. They're just like
even just making eye contact.
Yeah, it's like what's up?
Like hey, or like just locking eyes with them.
Well, see, I think I do that, and that's how I fuck them up. Is I give them eye contact, and I'll smile, and I'll say the what's up, and I'll just keep going.
This fucking guy. Go back to your little hole. Like, all right.
Go back to my job.
All right, that ain't
Well, she didn't say anything.
She's probably
so
thinking like, oh, he probably has a or
That's
he's
what-
just being.
that's
I'm
what
telling
you're talking
you, man,
about.
girls be thinking that, man. You got that window, bro. You
Well,
got
I
that-
see. It's a problem. I had a girlfriend once, and before we met, we saw each other in the bar continuously
Yeah.
for like 2 months straight.
Yeah.
And I would see her, I smile and everything. I wouldn't say anything. And then one day I was going upstairs. She was coming downstairs, and I smiled, and I winked at her. It was just a thing, but I just kept going.
Yeah.
So it was her last day before she was gonna ride that bar. She was like, "Fuck," she's not gonna say anything. So she approached me, and we started talking.
Yeah.
Eventually started dating and turned out to a 3-year relationship. She told me one day, she was like, "Man, remember when you were walking downstairs and I was walking and you were walking and you gave me that wink?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "And then you just went to the other car?" She's like, "I was so fucking pissed that day." I was like, "Why?" She's like, "Because I thought you were gonna say something to me. You didn't say shit. You just walked to the other car and didn't do anything."
Good
It
for
was
her
so
for-
frustrating. I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
I know."
Good for her
she
for
did
getting
it.
what she wants.
Yeah,
you know?
she's like,
That's
no,
true.
it's
Yeah,
like,
she did make some initiative.
if I don't do it, he ain't gonna do it.
Right, that's right. How she said it like that.
She goes, he ain't gonna do it.
But she said she was gonna drop papers in front of me once and
Yeah.
see if I pick them up. I was like, I probably wouldn't pick them up.
You probably be like this.
Everybody's just like, "Oh, shit, you dropped
You probably be
something.
like-
You dropped something." So,
Like walk away or
yeah,
step
just
on
walk up. Yeah, I probably would have helped her give them to him and just walk away.
it.
I mean, it takes a lot of courage for women to approach
Oh,
you.
yeah, shit, her
So
heart
much
was like
more
hard,
jumping out
than a
her
man
shirt, man.
That's why that Bumble thing, man. They give them like key points to say they would do, like icebreakers. Like, these icebreakers suck, man. Just say hello.
It's
A quick
so
hello would
funny.
have been
It's
cool.
so easier
A
for women
quick
to
damn
approach men.
hello.
We're so much nicer. We'll listen. We'll stop.
Yeah.
We're like, "Huh? Oh my gosh, she's fucking talking to me."
Yeah, it's like
You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, we're so much more open. I think it's harder for men to talk to women because they have the guards up so much.
yeah.
Mhm.
And they're afraid. This might be creep. Who knows? Serial killer.
Yeah.
So they gotta have the guard up.
So, if she's smiling and looking at you,
I learned my lesson now.
Now you know.
Now I know.
At least, I mean, if you smile at you, it's like,
Yeah.
all right. Because, it's just, fuck it, man. Like, yeah, because I don't think she got that idea, like, then you're like, all right, you're fucked. Like, you can't do it.
Basically, yeah. Once you become creepy or
Yeah,
weird,
it's just like,
you can't change
all
that.
right. Like, look like that guy from You, you're just like creep.
Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah,
I haven't-
that is-
I haven't watched that
yeah,
show.
I
Everybody
don't
You gotta watch
Yeah.
that show. You gotta watch
I
it.
can't.
I can't watch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's
Um,
weird.
It is.
It's creepy.
It is.
Yeah, now girls are gonna look for serial killers and shit.
I
I want
guys
somebody
that
who
look like
kills
that.
for me.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be me.
Right? And people, women were defending that dude. Like, I'm like, damn,
Really?
shit. All right,
See?
yeah. It's
See,
crazy.
Crazy shit.
Yeah.
Women do like watching scary documentaries
Yeah.
and shit about serial killers and criminal minds, procedural shows. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Well, shit, man. I don't want to get off the topic. I know we probably ain't gone too far about it. I know we usually get off our topics about going back to what we were with intentions and motives. We all kind of have like our own mind about it. Yes, I think. What's a couple 3 things that you guys want to say to end it, like to overall summarize this topic? Like, what 3 key points that you would like to say?
I think if you're friends with somebody and you only want to be friends with them, but you see that the other person is starting to get feelings for you, I feel like you should just end it, right away. Don't drag it on, because the longer you drag it on, like the deeper the other person falls into that hole. And they feel like, oh, things will change, even though maybe it would, in the future. So
Especially
just
if
for if you're friends with that person and you care about them, then you would,
Yeah.
Especially if you don't want to continuously bring up the contract of friends with benefits or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's hard,
You
man.
don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or
Yeah.
leave them on all of a sudden. Definitely, because
Mhm.
always tell them straight up, like, look, I know you care about me. You want to do something. I don't want to go that far, but we can still be friends. Just let them know. So you rip the Band-Aid off, so they can go and start searching for somebody.
Yeah,
On level.
you could be still friends, but just give that person space to move on.
Yeah, and sometimes they'll just stop being friends. That's
Yeah.
the sad part. They'll just stop calling because they're so hurt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's just the L you might happen.
It is.
But
It is.
And also, if you're just friends, just do things that only friends would do. Don't
Yeah.
go on trips around the world with them. Just you
or
two.
cuddle watching Netflix or something.
Yeah. Just don't do things
don't do
that
the
are
girlfriend,
relationship
boyfriend shit. Yes,
type stuff with
exactly.
each other. Just
Exactly.
keep it friends.
Yeah.
Exactly. And intentions should always be positive. You should always have the intentions of doing the same thing you want somebody to do for you. Just have that hindsight and that perspective. I think a lot of people just drop that and they go for that instant gratification. I want this feeling right now, so I'm going to go ahead and do it.
Mhm.
Fuck how it's going to end. And then, once it ends, it's just even more horrible than what they imagined. So it's important.
I agree. Totally agree with that. That's some good key points, guys. Especially for this topic going into Valentine's Day. Spring's coming up. Hopefully, we'll do another podcast next week.
Ladies start approaching men more.
Yeah, ladies
You'll
approach
get what
men
you
more.
want if you approach men
Do it.
more.
Uh-huh.
Yes, you get
It
what
works.
you want.
It worked with
Yeah, you'll get what you want, because if you wait for them to come to you, you're gonna get all the leftovers and all the bullshit and the fuckboys coming to you.
And fuck boys and all
Real good men, they're more conservative and they hold back. They don't want to put too much out there. So, if you see a good man or you believe he's a good man, then it won't hurt you to approach him. Men aren't assholes like that. They won't be like, ugh, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
They just
Yeah.
be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm taken, or I'm not interested. That's pretty much.
Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys for joining in, man. It was dope. Actually seeing you guys back on here. I know usually have a lot more people here. A lot more debatable. I'm gonna create some topics that's more like controversial, right? I think I'm gonna do more of that this season. I'm kind of been, building it back up again. But once I start creating some debatable stuff where people are screaming and yelling, that's what I need. I like the tension. I like that opposite type of feel. I think that creates more of an understanding. When someone's like one person's left, the other person's right. It's like
Good dialogue.
yeah. So I'm gonna do that, guys. But so take an initiative to do this. Once I start, I'm gonna keep going, guys. So I apologize, guys, if you guys are tuning in. Sorry for being so
and
long.
People who are on the live.
Oh, yeah.
Forgot about.
I didn't forget about them.
Hey.
Yeah, but thank you guys for tuning in. We are done. Yeah, thank you.
Peace.
Take it easy. See, that worked. I bet you this thing turned off. No, it isn't. It's still going. Yeah. All right. Oh, 26%. All right, let me get it straight. Good stuff, guys.